This is like one of the only times I've ever tried to actually time the market, and so far up 1,200 points. So I'm pretty happy with that. Where's Dodgy these days? Dude, the desert. We got a 2 minute short here forming. Right now, guys, I believe my bias is bullish just coming into the session. Um, we've just been so bullish overnight. It kind of makes sense to see price come up and take out this 4 hour high here. We've gapped up. I'd like to see maybe a retrace to get a better entry, but if we don't, I mean, that's totally fine. But yeah. How's it going, Dodgy? Yeah, I can tell. Hit me with the yo, what's up, guys? That's good. Nice. How much is that up right now? Let's see. Ooh, now who's talking? Up 2.37 on. Yeah, we'll probably go for these highs here. 19.4. Right, because these are all stacked. Dude, buying down here was so free. Oh my goodness. This is already going to be up like 1,500 points. Oh yeah, I was looking at 50% here on the 15 minute. So let me go back to doing that. All right, here we go. It doesn't really line up with anything right now, guys. So I guess maybe the 30-minute order block. Maybe we come back for that, but I don't know. Nice fish stick. Don't I care about the 15? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see a retrace at some point, but we've been so bullish all morning that, like, we might not get it. This is kind of something I'd be looking for. Would be like this kind of a move down, and then, us coming back up. Yep. Yeah, we have news at 9:45, then we have new home sales at 10. And then I think we have a Fed speaker at 10 also. And then, yeah. Oh, actually, we have Fed speakers all morning this morning, so. But other than that, not really any major news events. Frank, honestly, like, I don't even know if we're going to get any 50% retraces today. I'm just kind of hoping that our Judah swing provides us a down move, and then, maybe we get a reversal at 10 o'clock. But would you do a low risk long term for today with just one micro, or is it too late to join in? Okay, this is about to be funny. All right, there we go. So this is where Dodgy said to get in. This is where Ung wants to buy, and this is our take profit. You guys still can't hear me? By the way, yeah, I wasn't talking before. All right. Hello? 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 Yeah, I think you'd be logging just a little bit too late. Ooh, this sell-off is nice. There was like a 2 minute gap that I was watching there, but it just got completely destroyed, so there wasn't really an entry for us. I guess if you'd forced like the 1 minute there, you could have taken it, but yeah, there was like this 2 minute that was pretty obvious. Big J, yeah, I just like a retracement at all. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be 50%. We could just get a bounce from the 15 minute OB and then see longs start working again. I prefer taking longs after we sweep out sell side, so like it would be really cool if we saw price come back to like, I guess the 4 hour here by sweeping out all these lows. But I know that's probably unrealistic with how bullish we've been. We'll see. I think Ung was his name. I don't know. Yeah, Ung, that's just FOMO. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll find like opportunities during the day where like you don't necessarily have to just jump in a micro and try and hold that. We can make more money than just even doing that. But yeah, as far as the long term positions go, that's probably that ship has sailed. This is very good. I like to see price just kind of falling apart here. Coming and targeting these sell side levels. We have these like relative equal lows down here at the 830 wick that I believe we just took out, right? Yeah. So got those, and now we're in, I believe, the last 5 minute gap in the leg. So if we're going to respect this leg here and not try and target these lows down here, this is the last place where we would reverse from, right? So if we got longs out of this, like this would be decent. Like this 15-second signature and price is pretty good. Yeah, I think this 30-second would be pretty interesting, right? We came down, swept out these lows. We'd be delivering from that 5 minute last gap in the leg. I think this 30-second could be more textbook, but like I think this 15-second is pretty nice looking, right? Let's see, do we have a 3 minute gap? Yeah, we do up here. So this is probably where you'd go to break even at. Yeah, I would wait for a good pullback. In most scenarios, where like we're just like really bullish. Um, and like, you know, it's very obvious we're in a trend day and we just want to keep making higher prices, I'll definitely wait for a pullback out. I'm not going to try and like guess when the market's going to retrace, you know. It's so much higher probability to just wait for the retrace and then take the long. Will I trade today? Yeah, Joanna. I mean, yeah, this 30 seconds good. Subjectively, it's probably a good trade. The only issue with it is obviously, you know, we have this 1 minute here that could hold price down too. And yeah, I guess let's see if we inverse the 15 too. Maybe the 1 minute's better actually. It's only a 4 point gap. Ooh, maybe that's not obvious enough. Yeah, you want to see the 30 second, 1 minute, and 15 second all close over here, I think. Or just get like a better setup because this is like not the structure you're looking for. You'd be looking for this, like on the 30 second or 1 minute, like to this V shapedness. Now that we're chopping, the momentum got bad, so it like degraded the quality of the setup. Two red folder at 9:45. Yeah. Where do you think we go today? I think we go up. Would I want to see a manipulation? Like yeah, that would be obviously like better for the setup, right? Any specific points? Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of liquidity levels above on the 4 hour. We have this 19,145 level, 245 or 254, and then 387. Isn't it a 15-minute FEG almost? What do you mean? We have this one here, this 15-minute IFEG, but it's being respected down here with this tiny 15 minutes, so it's technically not an IFEG that like really matters. It would technically be invalid actually, this 15-minute short, because we came down and hit this next low. What's Dodgy's bias? I don't know. Did he post an index commentary? Think it's wise to wait till after news? Not really. I don't really think this news is that high impact. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the 15-minute here, see if it closes over. You like the 3 minute gap? Yeah, now that we just put in a 3 minute civvy, we just have probably too many roadblocks now coming up. I think it'd be better to wait for structure, go to break even before the roadblocks, and then just see what price does when we run into each. That would be good. Because now this setup's just lower quality, it's just lower probability. I mean, you're just going to have to deal with a lot of drawdown, you know, coming into each one of these bearish for value gaps here on the way up. What's a roadblock? Basically, just a bearish for value gap, or that's like, you know, against your bullish, you know, setup, or a bullish fair value gap that's against your bearish setup. Like these are bullish roadblocks, right? Just something that's in the way that needs to break. Yeah, now we have this 5 minute too. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna take something here, the highest probability setup is gonna be the 5 minute. It's just really high in the range. You're longing in premium, and like you have to wait for basically a 1-to-1 liquidity target, or just hold for 145 here if you're gonna take that. Because this 1 minute inverse that we would have taken, or the 30 second here that we just triggered, is like inside of a 3 minute, 5 minute Sibi, and so like it's just gonna be higher probability to wait for that. But I really like this momentum up, so we will see. Stop loss on this 30-second play is like 15 points. 15-minute inverse, yeah, but like I said, the 15-minute inverse in the downside doesn't really matter as long as we're holding this. Like, this is still bullish. Yep. We had a nice 15-second play out. Yeah. Yep. Came back to this last 5 minute again. Yeah, this 5 minute inverse would be textbook, but this 15-second was like the best setup. Uh, kinda. It kind of sucks though. Like the 15-second is just clearly better. Well, yeah. I said it was just like lower probability than waiting for this, but yeah, I mean it was still a good setup because it went with the bias. Sure. True. People are concerned about the 15-minute inversing to the downside, but it doesn't really matter because this tiny gap down here held. Yeah. What's going on, respectful student? What? Hmm. Yeah, that's a good name. By the way, if you took this 30-second inverse, you're obviously break even because we hit that unfilled 1 minute above there. Yeah, we're bullish Jaka because we're continuing to respect bullish media rays and we're continuing to disrespect bearish. I mean, that's about it. I mean, I try holding the 5 minute until like 19,145. How big is this stop? Let's see. Okay, 30 point stop, and then TP is 100 or almost 200 points away. So pretty good risk reward. For sure. Is uh is May 2nd like a tournament or something? Is May 2nd a tournament for Fort or just like a random Friday you above? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. I think I saw a couple of the leaks. Hey man, everyone's asking what you would rate this setup because they want to know if they should take it themselves. What do you think? We got 2 more minutes before the 5 minute closes here. By the way, we do have news today at 9:45, guys. So just be aware of that. If we close the 5 minute but don't close above the 3 or 4 minute, it probably won't matter because just subjectively we're so bullish and we're continuing to respect bullish PD rays. Like it makes sense to go hit the high regardless of whether or not we inverse the 3 or 4. Yeah, Carla. I mean, they're not my favorite setups to take because 925 is usually manipulation. And if I'm expecting to be bullish today, then I would be expecting a bearish open, right, to Judas. You got filled in heaven. Nah, that's so funny. People entered after the candle closed. And they got filled all the way up here. Where would you put the stop? If you want to place a hard stop, I mean, I'd probably place it down here. But the manual stop out is if we close back below the 5 minute. Where's final target at? I mean, probably 19,145. And then maybe even higher, like 19,387. And then first break even target would be here. And then that's not 1-to-1 away, so you'd want to target at least 1-to-1. And maybe if we look left here, there's a good 1-to-1 scale spot. Like, yeah, right here we have this unfilled 15 minute and then this high here. So either of those are good scale spots. Isn't that kind of the point? Nah, dude. Oh, that's the way I'd be. I mean, it's partially that, and it's partially just like you sharing part of your teaching experience. So yeah, I'd say keep it in. We got to open in 2 minutes here. This 30-second backup is pretty nice looking. All right, man. Have a good breakfast. Yep. All right, guys. Here comes open. Should just pump. Alrighty, there's the high. Free money, 5 minute long. Obviously, your break even there. Um, and then yeah, first scale would probably be 19,000. And then if it's a break even, it's a break even. Sure. Okay. I scaled nothing and got break even. No, the 5 minute hit the high, so technically it's no longer a valid entry. Uh, in and out, but yeah, we could hear you. Clearest alert ever. Yeah. Ugh, dude, I just got bottom ticked and it ran. That's so annoying. This isn't gonna pull back. That's annoying. Darn. All right, so there would be like where I would have first scaled, but unfortunately I got break even. If you're still in this, you should definitely scale there. My fill was good jujitsu, and I still got break even. I got filled all the way down at like 19,050 or 18,950 because I waited for the retrace, and it just still came back for me. But yeah, I think target's still going to be 19,145. So if you're somehow magically in this, that's where I would hold to. All right, Yuki, I'll see you in PM. Did I take it reliable? Yeah, I took it. I mean, yeah, the 30-second fail, but you're not basing your long off the 30-second. You're basing it off the 5 minute. I mean, we did get a 30-second short there, and it's delivering out of, I believe. Oh, I thought there was a 15 minute that we tapped into. Okay, we didn't tap into it yet, but yeah, a little pullback there. Yeah, we could see shorts work to the 9:30 wick. That would be really cool, and then get a long from there. Why wouldn't you wait for a 3 minute to close? Because we're just so bullish. Um, I guess Sanchez or Seabass or whatever. I think we're gonna go for the 9:30 wick now, just based off this bearish momentum down. We do have PMI in about 10 minutes. Two-minute short there, but your break even would just be the 9:30 wick. Yeah, we're not even delivering from anywhere. So there would be your break even, or take profit if you're in from the 30-second. This was a good mechanical short, but subjectively it goes against bias. Oh, wow. Okay, if we start death candling through this 5-minute, that might make me switch up. Do you trade PM the same as AM? Yeah, I trade PM the same way as AM, the exact same way. Yeah, 9:30 wick was a good target there. Oh, okay. All right, that was definitely news. Yeah, that was definitely news. All right, yeah, be careful in these conditions, guys. You need to size down. Maybe just, 1 micro or whatever. Wow, my MNQ and NQ are like completely uncorrelated right now. Wait, what is happening? My NQ and NQM are completely uncorrelated. Yo, my chart is wrong. It's not the same at all on Tradevate. I'm up here on Tradevate. I'm like 20 points off. And now I'm like 30. Yeah, this is wrong, guys. U.S. considers cutting trade tariffs to de-escalate trade war. Okay, well, there's your news. Um, yeah, I just don't really know what to think right now, guys. My chart is completely messed up. Actually, wait, no, I think it's back to normal now. Let's see. No, I'm still like, yeah, I'm still uncorrelated. Let me check. Is there like a 30-second long here? I can't even tell. No, there's nothing. Okay. Yeah, we have news in 5 minutes. You guys need to size down this morning, by the way. We have news in 2.5 minutes, guys. Oh nah. So yeah, right now, guys, I'm just waiting for like for value gaps to form again. We don't really have any right now, so once those start forming, we'll be able to start looking at trades. Yeah, those are beautiful. That first picture kind of looks like a textbook IFG setup. It's just really beautiful. Yeah. Yep. All right. There's news. Yeah, everything's back to normal. I don't know what this was, but yeah, just really uncorrelated like prices here. Like this candle was below this candle on trade of eight, and it's above there. I don't know. Yeah, I already have 145 marked. I've had it marked since this morning, but I can do this too. Oh, never mind. I can't. About to get to the nine. Yeah. So, like Dodgy said, if we close over this data high that we left from PPI, we should just see price blast up to the next high there, and then ultimately 19,145. So no close above there. Ten more seconds. We'll have the macro here. Is this LRLR to the downside? No. No, it's too steep. It's not even like clean. So no for value gaps being formed here, guys. Just nothing to say. Would I hold a runner after buy side? Yeah, I mean after 145, I have 254 marked out and 387. There's that first high. Little stop run there. I've been shouting it from the mountaintop all morning, guys. You got to size down these conditions because these candles are really big. Like I'm already like quarter size. This is like, you know, typical tariff news morning. Is there a 30-second here? No. No, we're not forming for value gaps at all. There's a 15. Be cool if price came down, took out these lows, and we got another long. Let's see. Forming a 15-minute. Data low here? We don't have a data low. I guess we do right here, but I don't know. It's not really that significant. I guess we'll see. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a tiny 1 minute. 9:37. No, I wouldn't consider this a data candle. Any like Trump tweet isn't really like a data candle. But this is like playing news reviews. Did we get an SMT at the high there? No, we swept it on both. So there's no SMT. So we just made equal lows with that supposed data wick. And if this is still going to be bullish here, this would be like a soup. If not, we'll probably come down to this low here. And then maybe we get a nice long. Did we get a 30-second? Okay, we did. So we have a 30-second gap here. Want to see both those gaps inverse. And then we have a 1 minute forming also, but it's probably going to be invalidated. No 2 minute, no 3 minute. We have a 4 minute, I guess, forming, but isn't the 1 minute down technically not A plus with this SMT? There's no, I don't have an SMT, guys, on my chart. It came down. This was our data low from 945. If we're talking about like an SMT all the way to the left of the chart, like, yeah, I don't really care about that, to be honest. All right, let's see. Let's see what SMT we're talking about here. Since you guys seem to really care about it. Yeah, I don't care about that SMT at the 1 hour high there. I would only care about it if it like occurred at this like recent high. But yeah, that SMT I don't really care about. Like we're just bullish. Like that's gonna break. We're just uncorrelated right now because a couple of the stocks in NQ are weighted higher than ES. Like that's the only reason why that SMT exists. So like we're just pumping up faster on the S&P than we are in NQ. What do I rate this 30-second long? Well, we're just really bullish, and this is just subjectively like good. Like it'll probably work. I don't know what I would rate it though. I mean, it's not really the model. It's not a singular gap. We didn't sweep out these lows. We don't have like clean delivery, so I don't know. Probably A minus, like model wise, but subjectively, like this will probably work for a long. Yeah. We have apparently news at 10 o'clock. We have news in like 5 seconds, so that's kind of the problem with this 30 second. Yep. Bruh. Yeah, we did. Oh wait, no, we just barely missed it. Yeah, let me check. We might have hit it actually. We made relative equal highs with it. So yeah, now we just have to wait once more for a setup. So you guys see why I said like the 945 data low here doesn't really matter? Like in comparison to like this data candle here, like this is a very obvious data low and data high. So it'd be really nice here to get a long after we sweep out the data low down here, maybe even come and take out these lows, and then get like a 30-second SIBI and then long that. I would take that all day. Turn your charts off. Trust me. Wow. And miss out on all this great price action. Yeah, data wick with relative equal highs is like the strongest, or not equal highs, or relative equal, but equal highs is the strongest draw on liquidity in the entire market. So, if I had to guess, we'll probably see the data high get hit first because that's the stronger draw on liquidity at the moment. But we're just not getting like an entry to get there, so I guess this 15-second, you can combine both of those. Yeah, the 5-minute long being a break even is so unlucky. Like every single long setup is just getting like break even here. Yeah, I tried at Jujutsu and I just got break even, and then I tried to soup this low and I got break even, and then I tried to take a 30 second somewhere here and I got break even, and then I tried to take this gap and I got break even. I should just not be going to break even this morning, I guess. I feel so weird not moving my stop to break even after being up 30 points. Yeah, I would not have scaled on that 5 minute at all because I think at the high there it wasn't 1-1. Maybe it was. Yeah, it wasn't. So I wouldn't have scaled there. I probably would have waited for us to come up and hit that first take profit. About to get, I guess, a 15-second entry. But yeah, we don't like the 15-second here, so just ignore me. It's like not even good, to be honest. We're just chopping. Besides, you're also like longing in a really bad spot because we have data lows below. So you're longing with conflicting draws and liquidity. Ideally, though, I mean, this high should be ran, right? Because that's the stronger draw, but you can't fade a data low that's this obvious either. So you just gotta wait. Wait for one to be swept, and then I guess try and target the other. If we hit the data high, though, I don't think we'll come back for the data low. At least not today. So I would have gotten break even on that 15-second trade anyway. Came up, made an SMT with the high there, put it at high, and swept it. And yeah, in these price conditions with the data low below, I wouldn't want a chance, you know, the inevitable. Wow, yeah, this is really choppy. We're really struggling to put in 1 minute here. Market makers, do something. Would you say PM price action should be good if the AM is like this? Yes, I think PM will be good today. I think we're going to call out another 100 points. And I think if you want to take advantage of that, you should go to wap.com/NQReliable and join PM. No PM session here? Yeah, it's in Dodgy's Discord. Yep. Free PM stream today? No. FOMC PM is free? Not FOMC today. But yeah, during FOMC we usually do a free stream. But FOMC is, I don't know when. When is next FOMC? Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, if you guys decide to take that 15-second, hopefully you moved your stop to break even. Like I said, because it just failed there. You don't want to see price creating SMTs at the high and souping it, so good break even. May 7th, yeah, we'll do a free stream May 7th. So premium doesn't include PM stream? Correct. Correct. That is an additional add-on. If I beat you in Fort 1v1, do I get a free month? Sure. Yeah, we can do that, EJ. Wow, very V-shaped 15-second there. Dang. Didn't deliver off anything though, so it would have just been a break even. Well, what else am I supposed to talk about? Oh yeah, guys, let's look at the 1 minute. But yeah, I'll stop talking about the 15-second. Do you use brackets? I just place manual stops. The drawn liquidity is so good. Why is PA so ass? Well, I feel like you can answer that question yourself. Like, I don't even have to answer it for you. Why would price action be bad right now? You're just complaining. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, yeah, the reason why we're chopping is because we're in between two conflicting draws on liquidity. So price is like, wait, which way do I go? Do I go down? Do I go up? What do I do? And I can't figure it out. But yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I mean, how much am I down on the day? I'm down $20 on the day. So maybe ICT was right. Maybe we should have just gotten off. By the way, this wick I think came down and hit a 15-minute fair value gap. So if we came back again, we would be delivering out of the 15, which would be nice for a long. Is that an IO fed? Yeah, technically. So this is like a bad draw on liquidity, to be honest. The data low, but we don't even have an inverse to take long here anyway, unless you took this. Why are you not waiting for? I am waiting for one of the data lows or data highs to get hit. I'm literally not doing anything. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, Joanna, I guess some people got kind of salty about me talking about the 15-second when Dodgy alerted a 15-second invalid trade, and it lost for like 80 points. So I'm no longer allowed to talk about it. How often do I trade 15-second? Not often. Just like when there's nothing else for me to talk about, and I notice like things on the 15-second that would be relevant on the 1 minute if it was the 1 minute time frame. But like, yeah, right now it just kind of looks like we're going for our data high here, the relative equal highs. I'm not gonna be able to catch any of this move like at all today. This is so frustrating. I've been up like so many points today. I could have gotten my payout already. I could have done so much, and I was holding for my liquidity targets, and every single time I held for them, and they just got break even. So, can you explain that term again you used to explain why data low is a bad draw on liquidity? Yeah. So, IOFED is institutional order flow entry drill. Okay. And the reason why like maybe targeting this low isn't the greatest idea is because imagine whenever we put in an unfilled higher time frame gap, this area in price here was inefficiently traded, right? There was limit orders left behind. You know, this is an area in price that we never retraced to. We didn't rebalance the candle, and so there's going to be orders that are left behind here. When we get this wick here, this data wick that retraces into the 15-minute, this wick fills those orders and subsequently creates another draw on liquidity, you know, where stop losses are going to be, right? And so the reason why this isn't the greatest draw on liquidity is because up here, we didn't really do that. Sure, we took out this high, but we left relative equal highs with another really nice draw on liquidity. And so we have two massive liquidity pools here that are draws, whereas we just have the 1 year. So in this scenario, this high is going to be more high probability compared to this low because there's more orders here, less orders here. And institutional order flow entry drill is essentially when price just comes down, barely taps into a fair value gap, and then because of how bullish we are or how bearish we are, we just immediately reject and go the opposite direction. So that's what this would be. It's an IOFED entry. It's just a sign that the market's really bullish, right? Yeah, absolutely, Wookie. Institutional border flow entry grill. Yep, that's the one. And you learned all this in 6 months, reliable? No, I've been trading ICT for 2 years now. Yeah, by the way, we made relative equal highs with the data high. Yeah. I'm hoping we come down, take the data low, and then bounce out of this 15-minute. Looks like it could have been. I think we're projecting off CE of the wick too. Oh no, we just barely missed it. Darn. Okay, wow. By the way, guys, I'm going to show you something kind of crazy right now, okay? So, you know how we have that data wick here? Look at what's on the 1 second time frame. About to blow your mind. What is this? We have a BPR in this wick, right? All wicks are essentially BPRs in the lower time frame. That's why sometimes people look at CE of a wick because they know that like in that wick there's probably a BPR in the lower time frame. Yeah. By the way, some of you guys are always asking like, why are we struggling to hit the high? Like, what's going on? And you're like trying to target a data wick. If we're struggling to hit the high, that's why. There's some BPR or something on the lower time frame that's holding price down, and there's like a roadblock there. That too, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just mentioned that. I think it was like Zivo or whatever. He was complaining like, why is price so bad? I'm like, well, you can answer this question yourself, and I just drew the liquidity levels. Yeah.
It's a relative equal high gauge.
By the way, now we have an SMT at the data low. This 3 minute. Yeah, but we have 3 minutes till it close, so it'll probably just be rebalanced. I'll probably take the 2 minute. Nah, I'm not gonna call this one out. Actually, I think I'm just gonna let it marinate. Yep. We'll already be at the break even to be like, all right, guys, who took that? No, guy, I'd rather take the 3 minute. I just didn't believe that we are gonna get it because it's gonna be another 2 minutes before the 3 minute candle close. I think we'll probably just retrace the for value gap. Wait, you wake up at 9? I thought you woke up at 6 a.m. every day and went to the gym and stuck your face in a bowl of Saratoga water and. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the lifestyle. Yep. That's the 2 minute, and then the 3 minute here. Uh oh, guys, I have a lawnmower right outside my window. There's a 1 minute as well. Yeah, the 2 minute looks the best though. I think 3 minute isn't as obvious as the 2 minute. 1 minute isn't singular. 2 minute is singular. So, gonna base the trade off the 2 minute here, and then yeah. And if we inverse this 15 minute, this is a bull trap, like ICT said. We have this 1 minute BPR too that should hold. But yeah, one more time since I guess we're just kind of waiting for a price to do something. Apex is doing 90% off from now until Thursday. So if you'd like to, I was trying to do an ad for you, man. I don't know. Oh, oh yeah, my bad. Wait, Patrick is in shorts right now. Oh, Kevin, gotcha. Dude, I'd hate to be a perma bull. That would suck. Um. All right. So let's see. Looks like we're gonna get the 2 minute here. Oh no, we didn't get the close. No, we have to wait another 2 minutes now. That sucks. But yeah, obviously, guys, I'm gonna take the setup if we get it. We got the 3 minute. I mean, this was a soup. We got an SMT at the bottom, so this was already primed for reversal, and then cough cough, and then yeah, we'll wait for the 2 minute here. I mean, like, this is probably going to go without us if we wait for the 2. Yo. Yep. Yep. Got another minute before the 2 minute candle closes. $30 more seconds. All right, so there's the 2 minute, and then break even at the high. By the way, you guys already know I'm in this, right? It's already break even. Got bad news. Hey, tell Gramps I said what up, or Grams, or whatever. Me, I am. Yeah, I said I was getting in. I said like all morning. I said I was going to take the 2 minute. I said I was getting in the 2 minute all morning. We've been waiting for this moment. It's gonna be, oh gosh, just keep going up. By the way, we do have an SMT at this high, so if this stalls, that could be why. I think this is still a winning trade. This wouldn't even be break even because I thought this was 1-1. Oh, it's not. Never mind. I lied. Appreciate it, Ong. Welcome to the cord, by the way. I'm probably gonna full TP at data high, but I think it makes sense to leave runners. How many points do I need to be up? I need 40. All right, I think if that data high hits, I'll get a payout. Big J, I was just saying, like, I don't have enough size for it to make sense for me to leave a runner. But if you took that trade with like a lot of micros, then yeah, go for it. I size down in these conditions, so I'm only trading with like 3 micros, so I'm probably just gonna take full TP at the high. But yeah, if you have like 8 micros or 7 or 6 micros or something, then yeah, I would leave a runner for sure. What about 15? Yeah, you could leave like 2 runners then. So here comes the next 15-minute candle here. Not really any significance to it other than the fact that we're still respecting that 15-minute. That 15-second, or not 15-second, the SMT from the low was pretty clean. Hopefully we break the SMT. I think when we break the SMT, we'll just run to the data high. And what's good is NQ is actually the leader here, so ES is kind of lagging behind, which, we'll hit the target first, and we don't have to worry about the SMT with ES then. I think I'm just gonna barely pass this payout. If we hit the high, it'll be like just there. I feel like this is the best draw on liquidity we've had in 2 weeks. I was already break even at this high. You could honestly scale here, but I wouldn't. It doesn't make sense to because of the draw on liquidity. But this is technically 1-to-1 right here. Yeah. Did that 1 second BPR break? Yeah, I think so. It looks like it did. I'm not gonna go check, but yeah, I mean, true, true. Awesome, Ken. Johnny got a 27K payout.
Bang. Let's go. TP1.
I mean, no brainer, right? Yep. I'd say easier. Let's see. Whatever. Post that in trade recaps real quick. Oh, you already got it? Alright, never mind. You got that.
Have we taken a trade yet? Promise Rusty.
I'm done, dude. Okay. How much RR is this? 1.2. Oh my god, I accidentally clicked the enter button. Alright. Why did I wait for the 2 minute? Because I don't know. I got in off the 3 minute, but I said that the higher probability entry would be the 2 minute. So between yesterday PM and this morning, I'm up 200 points. Guys, there's only 5 spots left. That's funny. Sure, yeah. I reject more people than Harvard. That's funny. Guys, what do I do? I need $9. Full port this 1 minute short? That's what you guys are saying? What? Wait, why does it look good? There's an SMT at the high. Wait a minute. Are we like throwing right now? I mean, bias is clearly bullish, so this is like just an A plus mechanical trade, but subjectively, it's not the best. But yeah, bearish SMT, you know, V shape after taking out buy side. But yeah, I'll probably just fade everyone in here who's gonna short right now, and I'll make my $9 that way. Bro, I just you can't be new saying stuff like that. You just can't say stuff like that at all. Actually, we're professional in here.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Wait. No, 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 no. Jiu-Jitsu, they're not a donut. I mean, mechanically, this is A plus. It's just against the bias, but like, I mean, it might cook. Like, I'd go to break even at this 3 minute if you take the 1 minute short here. I'm one and done for the morning personally. Like, I'm happy with that. So it's definitely up to you guys whether you want to take this. But yeah, for sure, Kilo. I got you. So we have a 15-minute gap that price was respecting after 9:45. Okay. At 10 o'clock, we put in a data candle here where we get a relative equal high with this one, or maybe it was a 15-minute high or something. Yeah, it was this high here. Okay, so that high there, that data high that we left, did not sweep this high. So they were off by like a tick. So that left relative equal highs. By the way, if you're in the 1 minute short, there's your break even. Okay, so we leave relative equal highs there. Becomes a really really strong draw on liquidity. And then when we start to reverse, we get this SMT, okay? SMTs and soups are your first sign that price is reversing, okay? So here's our soup. We come down, take out this 15-minute low, and then we get the bullish SMT. And then we form these singular, obvious 2-minute for value gaps after a bunch of chop, okay? So what does this tell you? What does this look like as, like, if you can recognize, like, market maker models or that kind of thing? What does this look like? Right? This is textbook AMD or Power of 3 or whatever, right? And then after we get this AMD set up, right? Accumulate here, manipulate down. What do we get after, right? Distribute up. Here is our IFEG set up here, this 2-minute. And then we just target this draw on liquidity, and then this is our break even, right? So really, really, really A plus. It's about as A plus as it gets. Does that kind of explain everything as far as the setup? Awesome. Okay. Break even on the short? Yeah, it looks like it would have been a. Well, no, not break even yet. Almost. Still technically going here. All right, if we're gonna like rage bait or whatever, like I'll just time you out. Do you have for PM? I don't know what for PM is, but yeah, I mean, just go to PM or claim PM access at this link and follow the instructions if you'd like to join PM stream. Oh, a free trial? No, I don't. Wow, this 1 minute short is really going to work. First scale would probably be this 5 minute gap down here. Right. If we get a long out of this, confirmation setup, that could be good. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought you were asking about the entry, not the exit. But yeah, no, that's a bad exit. Ooh, 30-second confirmation setup here coming off of the 5 minute. You'd be targeting a SMT. I don't think we came back for 50, but I don't think 50 aligns. Oh, actually, it kind of does. This is probably how I'm gonna make my $9 right here. But yeah, this is pretty clean. This would be like an A setup, I guess. You're just targeting buy side after it's been swept, so not as good of a draw in liquidity as before. You're just basically taking this for the model itself. Is there a bearish SMT? Yes, there is. There's a bearish SMT at the data wick. So there. Yeah, Tommy. So knowing when to scale is just like something that comes with like screen time and understanding that like if there's no roadblocks in the way, there's no reason to scale. If there's like a high inside of a fair value gap, that's a good reason to scale because we don't know if that fair value gap is going to break. Another good place to scale is always going to be at external liquidity, and then the people that are taking profit at internal liquidity, it's not the best, right? Like here in this example, right? This 30-second long or whatever the person took, they go break even here, right? And then maybe, it makes sense to maybe scale one contract at the this gap in the leg here, right? But when you see price completely run past this gap, right? You're not going to set a limit order here. You're just going to like play the reaction because you know that price is reversing. We see the signature and prices here that are telling us that, okay, we're going to reverse. We have the SMT, we have the soup, we have everything, right? We're getting the order block. When you see this bullish reaction here, you're already knowing that all of these gaps are going to be destroyed because in a typical market, price is going to react to these gaps. And if there's no reaction, that's just telling us that price is just going to want to run the draw on liquidity, right? And so that's when you say like, oh, maybe I don't actually scale any, right? There is definitely some subjectivity to it. Okay. Sounds good, Apuff. Does that kind of make sense, Tommy? Yeah, for sure, Squints. What about this 30-second short to equal lows? I'm long biased. So I'm not going to enter any shorts here, but we can watch like the short play out and then maybe get a long after like this 30-second long, for example. Yeah, I get that, Tommy. Yeah, for sure, Nacho. I'll probably just like release the video of this after the fact. So if you want to take a look at that, um, it'll be at around the 1 hour 45 minute mark. Yeah, I totally get it. I talk kind of fast, so I don't blame you. Throw it into like Chat GPT or something and translate it to your native language, and that'll probably make it easier. Or throw on subtitles or whatever. I don't know if they automatically do subtitles, but does MMFU care about limit up? What do you mean? Looks like we're gonna get the 30-second here. There's the close above. We need to wait for maybe the 3 minute here too. We got about 40 seconds for that. So that should trigger as well. All right, cool. Got my $9. Let's go. Payout secured. Oh, right. The price limit up slash down. Yes, but the limit up and down only matters to the downside. We can be up 13% and MFFU doesn't care. So, there you go. Did we get the 3 minute there? Oh, we didn't. Yeah, so 3 minute never closed above there. That's why that just kind of dumped. Do I know any free good backtesting websites? Yes, I do. Chart Champs. Chart Champs is all right. It's definitely not as good as FX Replay. but they're improving on it every day. And I think it's pretty cool because you can backtest on your own, do your normal thing, and then you can also 1v1 your friends, and it's like ranked competitive trading, right? Like you can end up on a leaderboard and do all that. So, yeah, chart champs. Yeah, I'll show you guys the website real quick. This is what I use for when I'm backtesting, on the stages or whatever. I posted a video of me using it in the YouTube videos channel. And yeah, it was just when I was backtesting that one Wednesday evening. Brandon, we can 1v1 whenever, dude. I'm down. Okay, so we have this 30-second to the downside here. Delivering from a 3-minute. We definitely could be putting in the sell side of the curve here. Like, I'm not going to fade bearish moves here just because we've been bullish all morning, right? Like, we do have that SMT at the high. Me personally, like, I'm totally done for the day at this point. Like, my 1-for-1 trade is done. But this is a short coming into the macro, so obviously, like, if you wanted to take this, like, it might have made more sense to get in from up here, but obviously, like, the close was actually down here since we never closed below on this candle. So this would be, like, probably your first valid entry. And then obviously your break even would be this low. And this would probably be an A setup short because we didn't get the liquidity sweep. But yeah, this looks like the sell side of the curve we're delivering from this 3-minute. And there's the break even, right? And honestly, I would scale there too, right? Because what did I just mention about scaling? Where does it make sense to scale? When we have a high or low inside of a fair value gap, right? So here's a low inside of an FUG. Maybe this is where you scale because we don't know if we're going to break the 5-minute, right? So who took this 30-second short? I feel like that was pretty clean, right? Good momentum, 3-minute. If you missed the long, there was your opportunity to short. We already put in like the right moldings to get short here. So, am I over trading? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 executions in the last 30 minutes? Nah, dude, you're probably fine. Nah, dude. Okay, so scale there. Looks like maybe the other half's going to go break even just based off this reaction. But we'll see. Maybe we get lucky. Me looking at that chart? Yes, sir. How many trades do you take a week on average? Seems like you only take 1 to 2 a day. Normally, I try and shoot for like 7 or 8. What I say is like 3 to 5 a.m. and then 2 to 4 p.m. That's usually what I go for. You sent me a friend request on Chart Champs? Where? I don't see it. Anyway, now we have this 30-second backup, which we have liquidity sweep. We have the 5-minute. We have V-shape. So this is an A-plus setup here, but subjectively, it's not as A-plus as it could be because the draw on liquidity sucks now. You're targeting a bearish SMT. Oh, okay, there we go. Friends. Yeah, we can do it probably next backtest session.
that's probably when I'll be on Chart Champs again. Okay, so 30-second never inversed. We never hit the break even, so if you're still holding the 30-second short trade, next take profit would probably be this fair value gap here, since it's an unfilled PD array. And I believe it's also a 2-minute, right? Or 3 minutes. So this 3-minute last gap is probably where I would take the next scale. We haven't hit 50 yet, so maybe once we hit 50, we'll see a bounce from there. What did you guys think of the AM stream this morning, by the way? Should we do a survey feedback form? Or is it like pretty like, you know? All right. If you got a bad fill, would you put your break even on where you're supposed to enter? Maybe. Actually, probably not. Like, I've never tried doing that, but like, I like the idea. Is it not a worse SMT since it's a data wick? Yes. Yeah, that ES data wick is still like a decent draw on liquidity, but because of the soup reaction we got to it, and not like us like, you know, closing above on a 5-minute and then like chopping around for a bit and then reversing, like that tells me that like it's a valid SMT. Does that make sense? Like the reaction here is really what you're looking at. A plus PA sucked for us a little, but besides that, W stream. Cool. Okay. No SMT at this low. We took both, so yeah, I'll try and get the feedback form pulled up here. Give me 1 sec. Okay. All right, let me send that link. All right, there's the survey feedback form there. I like how you and Dodgy both agree and disagree on certain setups, and I like hearing both explanations because it's also helped have a stronger conviction in some trades I used to struggle to take. For sure. Yeah, for sure. All right. This is really coming down here. Is anybody in this short still? Like, this was just like the first scale. I wouldn't have scaled everything there, but it was still, you know, good RR even if you did take full, you know, profit there. You're in longs and shorts right now. 5-minute short, I would probably have been in from that 30-second there. The 5-minute you're shorting below, or I guess in discount, right? Because there's the 50%. So you'd be shorting in discount, so it's just a lower probability. At least with this 30-second, you're shorting in premium. But yeah, macro sucks, and I feel like the reason why is because whenever we take out our obvious draw on liquidity, there's no real reason for price to want to like continue moving in any certain direction because there's not like a solid draw on liquidity anymore, right? Did I watch the 23 and 24 mentorship? No. Nah, I didn't need to like try and learn about Reaper for value gaps and demon longs and what's the other stuff that the Venom model. Like I'm good on that. Core content's good though.
The 2016 core content goes over a lot of stuff. If you guys are confused about like what a rejection block is or what order blocks are, like that core content month 4 is pretty good. But yeah, really all you need is dodgy, right? Like this is all you really need to be profitable. Recently, I shared a 2023 mentorship video with Reliable, and I said, "That's what's your problem at the moment." Yeah. Yeah, I did, and I had a cheat code for watching the 2022 mentorship. The only time anything relevant was said in the 2022 mentorship is when ICT was moving his mouse. If he wasn't moving his mouse, I would just skip past those parts. But now there's an easier method. You can just like go to the no rant playlist and like they've kind of taken care of that. Yeah, no rant is better. That didn't exist when I was first learning it. Yeah, I used to 2x speed and the mouse glitch. 2x speed mouse glitch. ICT 2022 rant only playlist to train your patience. Is it actually APOF? I mean, I guess I've never thought about it as like ICT, being my friend when he rants with me. It just seems like, maybe he didn't take enough medication that day whenever he really goes on those long rants. But yeah, I guess. All right, there's the take profit. So TP2 there, and then final TP looks like based off this momentum is going to be maybe this low. What was that candle? That was 11 o'clock, I think. We didn't have news there, so unless somebody tweeted something. So very cool. Alrighty, guys. I mean, we can keep hanging out here, but it's 11 o'clock. I think we've accomplished everything we needed to today. We can just continue to watch, I guess, the short play out, and then once we hit the low, I'll probably wrap up stream there. Oh, right. Survey feedback form, too. I guess I'll take a look at that. All right, so it would have been a break even on the rest there. I'm guessing we were having like just tariff stuff come out right now. PM session bias? Couldn't tell you. Probably just continue long. Yeah, that's a good one to journal. Apoff. What's my Instagram? Don't have one. I mean, I do, but it's personal. All right, let's go over survey feedback. 3 ones. Wow, really 3 ones? What the hell did I do wrong? All right, 2 threes, 1 4, rest 5s. Fantastic. All right, was trying to listen to Reliable, talking about a play, and Dodgy doesn't unmute and starts blabbering with people at breakfast. Then later calls people out for being a donut. Like, mute yourself and only chime in when you have something good. Be professional, bro. Great job, Reliable. All right. I used 2022 model for 2 years. Had 1 payout, but I never used the position helper. Didn't see anyone in my previous group do that for now. But now I upgraded IFG and I have an actual system and very specific rules in a trading to enter. I'm not cooked, right? Even though I've been trading about 3 years. Yeah, you're not cooked. Everyone's in here is at a different part in the process, and I think that's totally fine. 15 seconds is actually lit, bro. Look at the bottom of that data wick. Oh, I know. I don't know. You guys remember when I was looking at this 15-second and I had this box drawn out and I went shh right when Dodgy was talking? That was like a super secret, like, here's your, oh my god, I forgot to take the trash out. No! Oh my goodness, I'm selling. Wait, nah. Remember at the beginning of the stream? Okay, give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I think I got it. I think we're good. All right, let's see. Like the vibe better than Dodgy. I do wish he would stop talking over you when he asks you to run stream. Um. So yeah, basically the general gist is just like a little out of focus, maybe. Oh my goodness, 6 1s. Damn. I suck. Reliable left no comment. Sorry, I was taking the trash out. Stream would have been great if it wasn't for Dodgy joining and distracting us with picks. Gotcha. Meet me at Diddy's mansion tonight. Got you. One, not for the new guy, but for Dodgy with his picks. Okay. The Dodgy hate is forced. The Dodgy hate is forced. Chill. How do you get rid of the arrows there? Messing with my mental? Yeah, so you go to settings and then trading and then positions. And you just turn that off. I think, right? Maybe orders too. Just everything. Just turn everything off. All right. Executions, yeah, same thing. Yeah, executions, my bad. This thing. Like how I have it off. All right, well, I guess on that note, guys, I'm going to wrap up stream here unless anybody else has anything they'd like to add. Oh, right. You want to do a chart chance real quick, right? All right, yeah. Let's throw it on. When am I doing a backtesting session? Next Wednesday, I think. Did we get a setup here, by the way? No. 15-second was invalid. Yeah, no, we didn't.